But yeah, just we're going to start at the top. And yeah, let's just start to melt into our practice. Right? So go ahead and close your eyes. Maybe bring the toes all the way up towards your shins and spread your toes all the way wide. And even the pinky one, just pull it off towards the side, the big toe towards the center. Feel those calves engage. Feel your entire legs engage down, rooting down into the ground. And then one by one, just start to release them down onto your mat, your sticky mat, and gripping the mat just one by one. Feeling that connection with the earth, with the ground. Start to feel the glutes engage, shrugging the shoulders above your hips. Maybe bringing the chin behind you a little bit so that your ears are stacked over your shoulders. But at the same time, pulling the crown of the head towards the sky. This Tadasana pose is one of the poses that we hold for a few just to get grounded, feel our bodies. Let's go ahead and exhale everything out. And take 5 seconds to breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, pulling the belly forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pulling the belly button to the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next breath, inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Lifting the hands all the way up to the sky, interlacing the palms, index finger shoots up. Your biceps are by your ears. On your next breath, go ahead and lift the heels off of the ground. Push the heels together. Imagine that you're a pencil shooting up towards the sky. Balancing on your toes. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the heels down. Lift the heart up. And as you exhale, release, forward fold. Bring your hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, pulling the tailbone behind you and the crown of the head forward. The abs are engaged. Your tailbone is pulling you back. Crown forward. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, come up to standing. Reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, bringing the hands to your heart. All right, we're going to flow through this 3 more times, allowing ourselves to set our intention. So inhale, lift up, interlace the fingers, index fingers, points up, lift the heels. It's okay if you come out of it, lift the heels, pull them towards the mirror. 3, 2, 1, release the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing your hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale to standing. Reach the hands all the way. Exhale to the heart. Very nice. Inhale, reach up. Interlace the fingers, lift the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your hands down to the mat. Bend your knees, and let's step the right foot back into a lunge. So hands down onto the mat, or blocks as well if you choose. I can get you some blocks if you'd like. Now we're breathing into the hip area, so drop the hips. Maybe lift the heart a little bit. Look a little bit towards the top edge of your mat. On your next breath, go ahead and release the back knee down onto the mat. Walk your hands towards your hips, half splits, sending the front foot towards the sky. Very nice. So as you inhale, lift the heart up. And as you exhale, I invite you to bring your forehead towards your knee, bringing your heart towards the knee. Very nice. Now, if you're not feeling anything here, maybe bring your pinky toe towards your shin. If you want a little bit more, you can grab a hold of your shin with the opposite hand, getting a different type of stretch here. Yes, very nice. On your next breath, go ahead and bend that front knee, come back to your lunge. Very nice. Curl the back toe behind you and send the other foot behind you. Very nice. Let's come into a child's pose. Big toe mounds come to touch. Knees wide apart, send the hips back and down. So throughout our practice, if you start to lose your breath, if you start to see stars, or you need to take a break, come back to child's pose. This is a nice, safe posture where you can catch your breath, where you can recompose yourself, and then follow along wherever we're at. On our next breath, go ahead and inhale, come back into your tabletop. Let's curl our toes down onto the mat and find our first down dog of the practice, lifting the hips up and back, our ears by our biceps, bend into the knees, hips up towards the sky. Taking any movement in down dog if you choose. And on our next exhale, go ahead and look in between your hands and take steps towards your hands with your feet. Very nice. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto your shins. Exhale, forward fold, hands onto your hips. Inhale to standing. Reach your hands all the way up. Interlace the fingers, lift the heels. Exhale, release them down. Very nice. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands down onto the mat. This time the opposite foot steps towards the back. So right foot toward, left foot towards the back. Hands can come towards the inside part of the foot. On our next breath, go ahead and release your back knee down onto the mat. Walk your hands towards the hips. Lift the front foot towards the sky, half splits. Yeah. And your knee doesn't have to lock out. You can keep a small bend into it. Oh, that one. Are your back toes curled in? This one? Yeah. Okay. No, that's better. It should be better. All right. On your next breath, go ahead and walk your hands forward and back into your lunge, and step your right foot behind you. Let's find child's pose once again. On your next breath, inhale into a tabletop. Curl the back toes, downward facing dog. On your next breath, as you exhale, look in between your hands, step your feet towards your hands. Hands onto your shins, inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, lift to standing. Reaching the hands all the way up, interlacing the fingers, lift the heels. Woo. Exhale, release down. Very nice. Reach your hands all the way up, interlace your fingers, and send your hands over towards the right side. Send your hips towards the left. Breathe here. As you inhale, pull up a little bit, and as you exhale, fold down a little bit more. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Exhale, fold over towards the opposite side. Inhale, come all the way back up. And bend your knees, send your hips forward, and find a back bend, sending your hands all the way up and looking behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot towards the back, lunge. Very nice. Back knee, you can keep it up or you can keep it down, whatever you choose. Nice. Inhale, reach the hands up, crescent lunge. Make fists with your hands, and as you exhale, release your hands, airplane arms. Squeeze the back. Very nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crescent lunge. Or airplane arms. All right, now keep your torso exactly where it's at. Send your hands forward. We're going to prepare for our warrior three. So look in front of you towards the mirror. Open your fingers out, and the back foot maybe steps in about a foot and a half, so that you bring more weight onto your left leg. Once you're ready, all of the weight is onto your left leg. You're going to shoot off, lift off, send your right foot to the sky. See if you can bring your torso down, but still your hands are pulling you forward. Your back heel is pushing you towards the back. Woo. If we fall out of it, come back into it. For 3, 2, 1, crescent lunge. Lift up. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back into your plank. Very nice. And downward facing dog. Now let's walk our feet towards our hands into forward fold. Bend your knees so that your rib cage is onto your tops of your legs. Your hands are by your ankles. And as you inhale, chair pose. Send your hips down and back. Engage your core so your belly is not flopping out. Engage it in. Tailbone shoots down towards the mat. For 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way to standing, reaching the hands all the way above. Interlacing your fingers, index finger shoots up. Inhale, lift the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the heels down. Lift the heart. Exhale over towards the right side. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale over towards the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, fall back. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, your right foot steps back. I'm sorry, your opposite foot, so left foot back. All right, so if your stance is a little bit wobbly, open that the front foot out a little bit, back foot towards the back edge of the mat too. All right, squeeze the hips. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. Make fists with your hands, airplane arms, send your torso down. Squeeze the back shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the hands forward, preparing for warrior 3. Pull the hands forward, step your back foot in about a foot, and lift off. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. All good. Exhale. Release the hands back. Step back into your plank. Downward facing dog. All right, now walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Now bend your knees. Inhale into your chair. If you want a little bit more, send your hands into airplane arms. Lift your heels up off of the mat. Squeeze your heels together. Send your hips down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach the hands up. Drop the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale to standing. Reaching the hands all the way up. Interlace the fingers. Lift the heels up. Exhale, drop the heels. Lift the heart. Exhale over towards the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, fall back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot towards the back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Follow your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Send your hands forward. Prepare for warrior 3. When you're ready, lift off. Push through the back heel. Yes. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the back foot. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Release the hands down towards the mat. Leave your right hand down. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. Exhale. Bring it down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Step back into your downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards your hands as you exhale. Hands by your ankles, bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose. Squeeze the abs. Send the hips back and down. Send the heart up. If this is too much on your shoulders, bring your hands parallel. It's much better for the upper shoulders here. Now, if you want a little bit more, release your hands, airplane arms, lift the heels, squeeze the triceps, squeeze the back of the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach the hands up, drop the heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot to the back, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Squeaky mat. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Send the hands forward. Warrior 3 as you exhale. Lift off. Three, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Release the hands down. Left hand down. Inhale. Right hand reaches up. Exhale. Bring it down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step back, downward facing dog. All right, release your knees down onto the mat. Big toes come together, child's pose. Come back to your breath. This pose is for you to regain your breath, regain whatever you were working through. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. On your next breath, let's inhale, come into a tabletop. And then curl your toes onto the back. Inhale, lift the knees up, plank. All right, so if your wrists have had enough for today, maybe come down, forearm plank. Now squeeze the core. Focus on your heart. Breathe. If you're shaking, that's a good sign. That's a great sign. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down onto the mat and slowly work your way down onto your belly. All right, your hands are going to come out to like a V or actually more like a W, like not so much, but
like a W there. So fingers are nice and wide. They might be off of the mat. Toes are pointing behind you. And as you inhale, I want you to straighten the elbows, but not fully, not all the way. Maybe keep a small bend into them. Lifting your heart up, sending your gaze towards the mirror. Now, imagine that you're pulling your heart forward. You should feel that a nice decompression through your abs, through your core. Breathing. Pelvis is pushing down onto the mat. Your knees might be lifted, but your toes still down. For 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows, release all the way down. Make a little pillow with your hands, drop the forehead, bend the knees, and do windshield wipers with your legs, left and right. Breathing here. All right, now go ahead and bring your legs back to center, release them down, hands underneath your shoulders, squeeze the elbows, and lift up into a downward facing dog. Let's reach our right foot all the way up towards the sky, and bend the knee, preparing for scorpion tail, sending your hips, stacking them on top of each other, getting a nice opening through the hips, through the side body, lifting the knee up towards the sky. Very nice. Breathing. Inhale into your three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to the chest. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot in between your hands. Drop the back heel. Warrior 2. So warrior 2, our knee is over our ankle. I know, sometimes when they're too sticky, it's like, I need a little bit of give there, yeah. So hips open towards the side, maybe making sure that your hips are in one line. Okay. Very good. All right, let's reverse our warrior. So pull your hand up, reach the palm to the sky, and as you exhale, send it up towards the sky. Bend that front knee. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. So hand onto the, or arm down towards the shin, hand to the sky or towards the mirror. Bend into that front knee. Open your chest, look up towards the sky. Inhale, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior once again. Yeah, got it. All right, now front leg is going to straighten. We're going to prepare for triangle pose. So top hand cartwheels all the way down towards the shin or towards the ankle, hands at 12 and 6. Look up towards the sky, fall back. See if you can lean back, opening up the heart. Very nice. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come into half moon. So top hand comes down onto the hip. Now look down in front of you, about like 2 feet, and then bring your hands right in front of your foot. Back foot steps in about 1.5 feet. Yes, very nice. So your hand that's down onto the floor is going to help you grip and hold your balance. So keep your hand onto your hip. And once you're ready, same thing like we did on Warrior 3, we're going to bring our weight onto that right leg. Left leg is going to lift up, push through the heel. Beautiful. The hand that's on the hip can stay there if you're working on your balance. If you want a little bit more, send it to the sky. Use your core for stability. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come back to warrior 2. Nicely done. Pivot your toes towards the edges of the mat. 5-pointed star. And exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and drop your hands wherever they're at, right in front of you. Very nice. So keeping a nice straight back. Release your right hand down onto the mat. Left hand reaches all the way up, open. Exhale, drop the hand. Let's follow our breath 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Release the left hand down and let's open up with the right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, walk your hands forward onto the mat into your lunge. Very nice. Now, we're going to bring that left foot behind the right foot so both pinky toes meet. Now your hands, walk them over towards the right corner of your mat. Getting that nice hip stretch. Soften through the hips, sending your breath. Now focus on your right leg there. Make sure that it's nice and grounded. As we inhale, come back to center, walking your hands back to center, uncrossing the legs. Right leg is going to root us into the ground. As we inhale, we come to standing. We focus on a point that's in front of us that's not moving. As we inhale, or as we exhale, we bring our knee in towards our chest. Our left knee meets our chest. Both hands, use it so that it lifts up. Back is nice and straight. You're focusing on that point. Now, you can keep it here, or if you want a little bit more, reach your right hand out. Open your knee out. If you want a little bit more, grab your toe. Up to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your knee. Grab a hold with the right hand, the foot, and then sit into a figure 4, crossing your knee over, or your foot over the knee. Bring your hands towards your heart. Or if you want a little bit more stability, bring your hands down. Now the bent knee, send it down towards the floor, using your hip flexors. For 3, 2, 1, slowly come out of it. Reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Step back, downward facing dog. All right, left leg shoots up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Very nice. And then bend the knee, scorpion tail. Breathing, lifting that knee up towards the sky. Yes, very nice. 3, 2, 1, 3-legged dog. And as we exhale, we bring our knee in towards the chest. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to the chest. We hold. 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot between our hands. Lift up. Warrior 2. Strong warrior. So bending into that front knee, softening our shoulders down. Our hands are pulling us apart. We're going to reverse our warrior. So pull yourself forward, palm of the hand reaches, exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Lean back, look up towards the sky. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten that front leg. And tuck the hands over to triangle pose. Coming into our half moon, so top hand reaches down towards that hip. Walk your front foot about 1.5 feet, hand down onto the mat. Look about 2 feet in front of you on something that's not moving, and bring all of your weight onto your left leg. Lift the right leg. Push through the heel. Reach the other hand up towards the sky. 12 and 6. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior two. Inhale, 5-pointed star. As you exhale, drop the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, palms together, lift the heart up, send the knuckles to the floor, and as you exhale, wide-legged forward fold, sending the knuckles all the way up to the sky, dropping your head. Now play here with your shoulders. So if you feel like your shoulders are all the way up towards your ears, see if you can squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades all the way down towards like the middle of your back or down towards the tips of your lungs. Very nice. See if you can wiggle forwards and backwards, getting a different sensation into the legs. Sometimes you might get a little bit more challenge through the back of the legs by bringing your weight forward. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and undo your hands. And let's bring our hands all the way over towards our right leg. And pull yourself in. On your next breath, go ahead and release the hands. Walk them over towards the opposite leg. Pull yourself in as you exhale. On your next breath, bring your hands back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. And then walk your hands forward into your lunge. Very nice. Our right foot is going to come behind our left foot. Both pinky toes are going to come together, or as close as we can. Now walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat. Drop your head. Play with your legs here to see how it feels to straighten and bend, but keeping both big toes down onto the mat. On your next breath, go ahead and walk your hands back towards the center of the mat. Release your legs. All of your attention comes onto that left leg, rooting down onto the mat. As we inhale, we lift up. And we bring our right knee into our chest, focusing on that point in front of us that's not moving. Left leg is engaged. Back is straight. Crown of the head towards the sky. We're pulling our knee in as close as we can. Stay here. If you want a little bit more, open up, sending the hand out, knee out. Wherever you're at, we're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and close the knee if it's out. Grab a hold of your foot and sit in a figure 4. Remember, push that right knee down onto the mat using your hip flexors, hands towards the heart, pushing towards the center line for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and shake it out. Okay. Grab a sip of water. We're doing a lot through the hips. I swear you're going to feel something in your glutes tomorrow. Some pain? Oh no.
No, me too. Like, so that no, it worked.
Oh yeah, some soreness there, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's bring our feet as wide as our mats. Toes are pointing out. Inhaling, the hands up. And as we exhale, go ahead and drop into your hips. Malasana. Hands to your heart. Elbows towards the inside part of our knees. Very nice. Spine is nice and straight. This is a great stretch for your calves. Just breathe here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands forward and sit yourself all the way down. I try to do it gracefully, but we do what we can in life. Let's come into our boat pose. So you're balancing onto your hip bones. Your hands can come underneath your knees, but what I want you to focus on is a nice straight back. So no hunching into the back. Lift the heart up. Maybe imagine that you have like a grapefruit right underneath your neck here so that you're looking up at the sky. Very nice. We're balancing here. For 3, 2, 1. Bring your toes together, heels together, and go ahead and bring your heels in towards your groin area and release down. Very nice. Interlace your fingers at your toes and then lift the heart up. And then imagine that your knees or your hip flexors, the inside part of your hips, you're using the hip flexors to pull your knees down. Very nice. Your hands are straight. Your back is nice and straight. And as you exhale, pull the heart forward, bend the elbows, look forward, but without cricking your neck. We're getting a nice stretch through the groin area once again. All right, on our next breath, we're gonna inhale, lift ourselves all the way back up. Grab a hold of your big toes with your peace sign fingers, and then bring your thumb towards the nail of your big toes. All right, so come back onto your sit bones, lift the heels off. Now, this is option 1. If you want to come to option 2, extend your foot out. Comes out, forward, whatever is right for you. Back is nice and straight like we did before. Your heel is pushing away from you. Now this is option 1. If you want to come to option 2, straighten both legs, nice and wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades on your back. Imagine that grapefruit underneath your chin. Lifting the heart. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Go ahead and release down onto the floor. Lay all the way down onto the floor. All right. Working on our core. So we're going to bring our knees over our hips. Our feet are going to be like as if you're pushing your feet onto the wall. Now our hands, I want you to interlace your hands behind your neck, or right where the occipital lobe is. So it's like right behind the tips of your ears. And then release the thumbs so that they cradle your neck. All right, elbows are gonna come out nice and wide. So if you're already like this, imagine that your elbows are pushing down onto the mat. We wanna keep our elbows nice and wide so that we don't have any sensation into the neck. We wanna protect our necks to keep them nice and long for the next set that we're gonna do. So take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale all the way in. And as we exhale, we're just gonna lift our shoulder blades, the tip all the way up until the tips of the shoulder blades are off the ground. As we inhale, we're gonna come all the way down. Very nice. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down. Very nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Very nice. One more. Exhale. Inhale. All right, we're going to add on to this bicycle abs. So our right elbow is going to come to our left knee, and our right leg is going to extend out. So let me show you what this looks like. So we're going to still lift up and bring our right elbow towards our knee, twisting, and then the opposite leg shoots out. As we inhale, we come back to center. And as we exhale, opposite side. Slow and controlled. Inhaling to center. We're taking 5 seconds to move. As we exhale, we twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. So the slower we go, the more we feel. Very nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Drop all the way down towards the mat. Release. And windshield wiper to the legs, left and right. Whew. We got a few months for summer, so here we go. Start now. Me too. Don't worry, I'm in the same. All right, very nice. So let's go ahead and bring our hands underneath and come up to like a seated position with our legs forward. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. So our hands are going to come underneath our shoulders, and fingers can be pointing towards our hips, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can widen your hands out. Now look in front of you, maybe between your toes or about a few feet in front of you. On your next breath, go ahead and inhale, lift the hips up. I swear this feels so good on your abs. Now, neck can drop behind you if that's not too much on your neck. If not, a little bit of tension, tucking the chin towards the neck. Breathing. Pushing the heels down onto the mat, pulling the knees forward. For 3, 2, 1, tuck your chin in towards your neck and drop your hips right in between your hands. Very nice. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up.
And exhale, forward fold. On your next breath, go ahead and inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale towards your heart. All right, grab a hold of your left leg right underneath the knee and cross your foot through the midline. Very nice. Now, big toe stays down onto the mat. Hug your knee as close as you can towards your chest. Very nice. Now, you can wrap your arm around it so that you make everything come towards the center line. Very nice. You should start to feel something here to the hip. All right. Now, the toes that are in front of you, don't flop around. Go ahead and shoot up towards the sky. And the hand that's free, so for me, it's going to be on my left hand. You're going to inhale, reach it all the way up to the sky, and twist all the way open, and bring the hand right underneath your tailbone. Very nice. Yeah. On your next breath, inhale, release the hand all the way back towards your knee. Give yourself a nice hug in, release the leg, extend it forward. Let's do the opposite side. So wrap your elbow around, squeeze it in. Oof. Cramp up. Don't muscle through it, okay? You don't need it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So the same as your extended leg. Yes. Yeah. Other arm reaches up and reaches to your low back. So as you're breathing, send your breath to the side ribs. You might feel like you need to do shallow breaths, but push through the breath. As you inhale, lengthen the crown. And as you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit further, or just in your mind's eye that you're twisting more. For 3, 2, 1. The hand that's on our back, inhale, reach it all the way forward. And go ahead and release. Go ahead and release all the way down onto your back. Give yourself a nice hug in. Maybe bringing your forehead towards your knees, curling all the way in. Moving side to side, giving your kidneys a little bit of a massage. And release all the way back down. We're coming into happy baby. So grab a hold of the edges of your feet, elbows towards the inside of your knees. Yeah, very nice. On your next breath, release the heels to the sky. So bend your knees so that your elbows are towards the inside. Yes, very nice. And then with your arms, pull your pinky edge of your feet in so that your knees come towards the mat, if possible. But heels are imagining they're holding up the sky. You're good, no worries. Yeah, go ahead, switch out if you need to do something different. All right, go ahead. Release the legs back down onto the mat.
Bring your hands out to a letter T. And then drop your knees over towards the right side, supine twist. I want to give you an option. If you do these supine twists and you don't really feel too much into your side body, I'm going to give you a little modification that's going to give you a more sensation. So the top knee, so bring your, for me, it's my right hand is going to come onto the top knee. So you're going to hold that top knee steady. Now the other knee, I want you to swing it all the way back, and then the left hand reaches the foot. Okay. Very nice. Exactly. We look exactly like a pretzel at this point. So shoulders, see if you can bring them towards the mat. Into the rib cage. Are you feeling something? Yeah. Okay. So this is where we use our breath. So as we inhale, you soften your grip. And as you exhale, maybe pulling it apart a little bit more, becoming more of a pretzel. So we're baking like a pretzel, right? So as we inhale, we lift. And as we exhale, we fold in more. We breathe for 5 more breaths. This is great for shoulders too, by the way. So if you're in bed and you're like, oh no, not today. This is great for your shoulders. On your next breath, gaze back to center, release the bottom foot, and gently come all the way back onto your back. Make any adjustments, but take a breath here. Breathe deep into your side body. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the knees over towards the left side. Pretzel on the other side. So top knee, reach your left hand to the top knee. Bottom knee swings behind you. Grab a hold of the foot with your right hand. So if you're not feeling this too much in the back or anything, imagine that top hip is pulling down towards, towards the mirrors. So instead of crunching it in, you're pulling it away. Still breathing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the bottom foot. Gently come back onto your back, taking your time. And we release into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So extend your feet out if that's comfortable for you. Shrug your shoulders together so that you have a nice flat upper back. Soften the hands. Soften the toes. Allow yourself to ease. Soften the palms and the fingers, the forearms, the triceps, the shoulders. Allow yourself to fully relax onto the floor, laying still until I bring you out of it.
On your next breath, begin to wiggle your toes and fingertips, bringing the breath back into your lungs and belly, gently awakening the body, bringing that consciousness back into your body, reaching your hands up and over your head, getting that full body stretch, and rolling over onto your right side into a fetal position. Now, as we start to reawaken our bodies and come back into our real world, I encourage you to take a moment here to just be one with your body, one with your breath. And then acknowledge your body for all of what you've done for it today. Breathe, you stretched it, you strengthened it, you challenged your mind, you've connected with nature and the ground. You've done a lot for yourself. And in today's world, especially this year, not a lot of people have this opportunity for them to take that moment to do so. There's a lot of darkness in this world these days. There's a lot of challenges that we face in this world. Every day what we experience, a family member that's hurt, or something that we need to give up in order to satisfy somebody else. Or maybe we hear something on the news or in our community that is not so pleasing. And it might be outside of our control. But for a moment, with all this beautiful light that we've cultivated tonight, I want you to take a nice deep breath in. Imagine that you're just soaking all of that in, and you're sending that into your body that's nice and bright. That light is burning off all of that negativity. It's giving it light to shine. And as you exhale, you're sending your yogic breath out into this world so that others can experience. You recycled, you alchemized this situation that you were thinking about. Now, left hand reaches towards your face, push down into the mat, and come into a seated position, taking your time. Inhale our hands to the sky one last time. And as we exhale, we bring whatever's out there in the ethers and bring it into our bodies, into our mind, throat, and heart. Acknowledging and being grateful for this opportunity. And as we close our practice with the word namaste, we acknowledge the gratitude that we have for ourselves and each other.